What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Welcome here today to my 2022 NBA playoff contender or pretender tier list. So yeah, I've set this up into 3 tiers. So we have our contenders, we have our pretenders. Pretty self-explanatory. Contenders are teams that I think have a realistic shot at winning the 2022 NBA Finals, and pretenders are teams that I think have zero to no chance or little to no chance at winning the 2022 NBA Finals. And you also notice that I have a tier in the middle, the 2021 Atlanta Hawks tier, and that is a tier of the Hawks were definitely a pretender to pretty much everybody going into last year's playoffs, but they were able to make a run and be just a few games of going off to the NBA Finals and possibly winning it. So yeah, there's a team that could be like that this year, and maybe I'll put 2 in that tier, but we'll see because they're always maybe a 5 seed or a 6 seed or even a 4 seed or 3 seed that people don't really expect to go far that can make a run. So yeah, if you guys have been enjoying these videos, drop a thumbs up. Double upload today with the NBA Pirtle. And like always, it's just my opinion. Let me know what you agree with or disagree with down below. All right, so I'm just going to go in order of this tier list. So Milwaukee Bucks, reigning NBA Finals, they're contenders, pretty easy. They were kind of struggling to end the regular season, and it's not going to be, it wasn't easy for them last year going up against Brooklyn in round 2, Atlanta kind of being a thorn in their side. And the Suns were up, 2-0, I think, if I remember correctly. So, it's not going to be easy for this year either, but they're the reigning champions. They have arguably the best player in the league. They're a contender. Crazy to say this, but a 7th seed is also a contender with Kevin Durant, the best maybe player on the planet, best offensive player on the planet. Kyrie Irving can play home games. Ben Simmons is supposed to be back in round 1 of the playoffs. If Seth Curry, Patty Mills hit their threes, if Drummond isn't a liability defensively, yeah, they're going to be contenders. Their hardest series might be round 1 with no Ben Simmons going up against Boston. Toronto, unfortunately, are pretenders. They might upset the Sixers. They could. I don't think they would be a 2021 Hawks team, but I will need to put a couple teams in there. We'll see. Utah, pretenders. The Western Conference isn't very good that it's been in recent years or hasn't been as good, but I don't think they're going to do anything. I don't know. Rudy Gobert's going to be the same old story. The Pelicans, they are still in the play-in tournament. I'm recording this on the 14th. I think you guys are even seeing this on the 14th. So they're still alive. That's why I just have them in this tier list along with the Atlanta Hawks, the Cavs, and the Clippers. But they're going to be pretenders even if they make the playoffs. Chicago, unfortunately, pretenders. Injuries kind of derailed their season. Big man defense a little bit. Maybe getting DeRozan was a great idea, but maybe getting Vucevic last year wasn't a great idea, and that maybe hurts them a little bit right now. They're pretenders. Same with Minnesota. Even though I'm glad they're in the 7th spot, I'm excited to see them going up, I believe, against Memphis, but I don't think they even get out of round 1. Denver might be my 2021 Hawks team. Yes. Steph nursing an injury. I think there's a chance Jokic could take this team to the conference finals. I know it's kind of crazy to say, but I think they could be a 2021 Hawks team. Suns, they're a contender, no doubt about that. They're, I think, literally plus 300 to win it all, which is kind of crazy. Because there's really no other competitive team in the West. Yes, Memphis could beat them. Yes, Golden State could beat them. But the odds of that are kind of low, or low enough where it's I don't see the Suns not making it to the finals. I think there's a better chance the Suns make it to the finals than Brooklyn getting out of round 1, which is just kind of crazy to say. The odds on FanDuel of the Suns winning it all, I feel are plus 300. The Nets are plus 100 of just getting out of round 1. It's mind-blowing if you think about it. But yeah, the Suns, they're the finals favorite at the moment, I think. Dallas, with the Luka injury, they're pretenders. I could have maybe put them in here if Luka was healthy. We've got to see how they could do in the playoffs without Kristaps Porzingis. Maybe they're better. Maybe they'd be able to adjust with different teams. But yeah, they are pretenders with the Luka injury. I think the Grizzlies are contenders. I do think they're the second best team in the Western Conference. I think they're better than Golden State. I think in a 7-game series, I think I'd take Memphis. I would. If Ja's fully healthy. And I think I got to put at least 2 Western Conference teams here. And we'll get to the Warriors later. Clippers, honestly, they're going to get the Suns in round 1, which is brutal. And I think Kawhi, there's I don't know. Kawhi was playing 3v3. And I think maybe if Kawhi was healthy, they'd be even here. But no Kawhi, pretenders. Hawks, I don't think they replicate what they did last year. At best, they can get the 8th seed, which means they got Miami in round 1, which you'd rather have than probably facing Brooklyn. But yeah, I don't think they're going to replicate what they did last year. Miami, okay, so let me make this easy. Cleveland, pretenders, even if they make the playoffs. Golden State, I gotta say can be contenders. I mean, they're gonna have to go through Denver, Memphis, and Phoenix, which is tough, man. That is tough. Yeah, I don't think yeah, I'll put them in contenders. Now, I don't think Golden State makes it. I don't. It's kind of crazy, right? It is. Miami, I mean, they're a 1 seed. I think they could be a 2021 Hawks team, yes, because they're great defensively, and if Jimmy Butler plays well, which you would hope he will, I think they can make a run. And the reason why they're like in that Hawks tier, but like Matt, they're the 1 seed. Shouldn't they be contenders? No, I feel like if you ask like anybody, give me your top 3 teams to make it to the Eastern Conference or to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals, you would say Brooklyn/Boston, Philly, and Milwaukee. I would say nobody would have the Heat in there, and I think the Heat could be fine. So this one's kind of a lazy take, but I'm putting them in there. I think Boston can be a contender. Round 1 might be their toughest series. Yeah. I don't know, man. They're tough. They might get bounced in round 1. They could. All right, Philly and Boston are 2 tough teams, man. What James Harden are we going to get, and will Boston be able to beat? Because they got to beat Brooklyn and then face Milwaukee in the next round. It's kind of crazy. But that is the thing about Miami is, though, they got Atlanta in round 1 and then Philly or Toronto in round 2. No, I think they're like a shoo-in for the conference finals. You know what? I'm not gonna be lazy here. So this is my Western Conference Finals, obviously. My Eastern Conference Finals, I think, might be Miami, Milwaukee Part 3. Because I think Miami does beat Philly, and I think Brooklyn, either way, I think Milwaukee beats Brooklyn or Boston, because I think Milwaukee will beat the Bulls in 5, maybe 6. I think like Boston and Brooklyn might be 6, but it might be a tougher 6 games. And then, I don't know, I just think going from, say you're Boston, going from Brooklyn to Milwaukee is so much tougher than going from Chicago to Boston, you know? I think that's what I'm going to go with. If I had to give an Eastern Conference team that could make a run, I mean, I guess I'll put it as the Sixers if they are a 5 seed. Or what? No, they're the 4s? Yeah, the 4 seed Raptors are the 5 seed. So, yeah, I feel like I might get some hate on this down below. But I want to leave it as my conference finals. Like, I can't really have these 2 teams here as contenders because they play each other in round 2. Or same with Boston up there. So, I think, like, even if Boston or Brooklyn wins, one of them, whoever wins, loses to Milwaukee. I like Milwaukee still. I like Giannis. I do think Boston or Brooklyn has a better chance of beating Milwaukee than Boston does. But Boston could beat Brooklyn, man. It's going to be a great playoffs in the Eastern Conference. The West might underwhelm, but hey, maybe there'll be some really good series. Maybe Golden State and Denver will be a really good series. Or maybe who is Utah facing in round 1? Dallas, right? Maybe Dallas pulls off the upset, and that could be really fun. So, yeah, I gave you my Eastern Conference Finals and my Western Conference Finals. We have 1 and 2 in the West, and we have 1 in... Honestly, though, maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll put Philly in the conference finals with Milwaukee. Yeah, I think Philly could probably beat Miami. Yeah, I'm changing it at the last second. So let me know what you guys think down below. Drop a like if you did enjoy it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.